It's the dark skin Savage my neighbor. Hey, that's what we got right here today, man. We here with Deadpool and Wolverine trailer.
I got a new trailer. Was it a teaser we did last time, or was it a trailer?
It was a teaser.
It was a teaser?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we got an official trailer, man. You ain't gonna waste no time, bro.
Get right to it. Hit that bhutan.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and
Oh, it's the OG!
Yeah, it's the OG triple O, bro. We
Hi,
knew.
Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now. Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
No, that was fire. You can say, if you want to take a deep breath through your forehead. Yo, him in the OG suit, bro. Him in the suit, bro, is kind of crazy.
My fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Damn. Oh, man.
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
This July.
Yo.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
That nigga looks swole.
I am soaking wet right now.
You know Deadpool gotta have it.
Hold on, rewind?
That shit getting
No, let it play, let it play.
Who was the nigga that was coming out?
Nah, that's some bloody shit, man. You two, you don't like that. I don't know.
Soaking wet right now.
Who's that?
Who is that?
Who was that?
I don't know.
Damn. Oh, who the fuck is that?
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die?
He's one of the X-Men.
Let's fucking go.
That's the girl from the X-Men, ain't it?
I think so. Wait,
Is that Doctor Strange, bro?
Want to do some cocaine? Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits. What about Bolivian watching power?
Wait, pause.
No.
Who is this lady? Bro,
Wait, was Doctor Strange in the teaser?
Well, Doctor Strange, bro, that nigga
Because
is...
they did kind of like...
This
transfer
is definitely showing that Doctor Strange is in this shit.
or is it that?
No, it's for sure 100% Doctor Strange, bro.
Let's fucking go.
Yo.
Want to do some cocaine? Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits. What about Bolivian marching power? They know all the slang terms. They have a list. Even snowboarding? Even disco dust. White girl interrupted? Even forced bump. Do you want to build a snowman? Yes! I can't.
Let's fucking go.
Yo, July 26th. That's kind of crazy. Yo, I'm definitely gonna go see this shit.
I ain't gonna lie, we need some
sure.
breakdown, man.
Okay.
No, that Doctor Strange
That's a
world was
breakdown right
crazy.
there.
Hey, welcome back to Screen Crush. I'm Deadpool and Wolverine. We open with Wolverine in a bar, just like we saw in the first X-Men movie back in 2000. The bartender is telling him he's not welcome there, likely because he is a mutant. Logan says,
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
a little wink and nod to the idea of Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine just one more time and then he'll leave, just like we saw in this teaser announcement for his return.
Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?
Yeah, sure, Ryan.
Deadpool says,
Hi, Peanut.
sounding just like Paul Rudd's Scott Lang when talking to his daughter, Cassie Lang, who he calls Peanut.
Hi, Peanut.
And a little later in the trailer, we get some more Ant-Man references.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
that was-
a cameo from Paul Rudd in this movie. In the bar, we can see a Canadian flag and these moose antlers on the wall. Canada! This makes sense because Wolverine is from Canada, and in the first X-Men movie, he's in a bar in Canada. And in X-Men Origins Wolverine, we hear him say,
I'm Canadian.
and in The Wolverine, he's also holding up in Canada, and we see him in another Canada-based bar. And of course, Deadpool himself, Ryan Reynolds, is also Canadian.
I make no secret about how much I love Canada.
It was also on the Canadian border that we saw Wolverine die in Logan. Wolverine has trouble getting his claws up, just like we saw here in Logan. When Deadpool pulls a gun on him, we can see around the barrel
Yes,
the
it's
bird
smile.
smile, wait for flash, just like we saw here in the opening credits of Deadpool 2. Special shout out to Lee Mazzio for spotting that. We then see Wolverine push his head to the barrel, and he smiles, showing us two things. Wolverine, of course, can take a bullet to the head, just like we saw in X-Men 2 and in Origins Wolverine, but this also shows us that this Wolverine
Oh,
is
that's
at a
what-
point in his life when he has nothing worth living or fighting for. Now, in
He don't
X-Men
feel like a
Origins Wolverine,
hero.
we saw Wolverine take an adamantium bullet to the head that made him lose his memories, including the memory of this merc without a mouth. We've also seen an adamantium bullet be able to kill a clone of Wolverine in Logan. In the exclusive footage we saw at CinemaCon, we learned that the TVA has given Deadpool adamantium katanas. So they probably also gave him adamantium bullets as well. So this Wolverine may be hoping that Deadpool will shoot him in the head and either kill him or make him forget all the painful memories he's carrying with him.
Kill me. Kill me.
And guys, I am just so f***ing excited for the return of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yeah, that
as
shit
well
is
as
crazy.
Deadpool
Yeah.
entering the MCU. And to celebrate, we've got these awesome Deadpool and Wolverine inspired shirts up on our merch store right now, screencrushmerch.com. We've got the MCU Savior shirt, Bert and Ernie as Deadpool and Wolverine, Doug as Wolverine, and lots more. And shopping our merch store
That's
is
just
the
some fire-ass
best way to
merch,
support
bro.
our channel so that we can keep making more videos just like this one.
That shit is
We
fire.
thank you so much for your support. So yesterday we got a teaser for this trailer tweeted out by Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Marvel Studios. And in that teaser we heard audio from this scene in Deadpool 2 when Deadpool travels back to X-Men Origins Wolverine.
You're gonna hang up the claws, and it's gonna make a lot of people very sad.
It's also in that trailer that we saw footage from Logan, the Wolverine, and X-Men Origins Wolverine, but nothing from the X-Men films. Perhaps this is hinting that we're going to be revisiting the Wolverine trilogy throughout Deadpool and Wolverine, and that this movie is going to be kind of a character study and kind of a final chapter closing of the book for the character of Wolverine. And guys, my guess as to what's happening in this scene is that it's earlier on in the film, before Deadpool and the TVA are on opposite sides. And I think that in this scene, we're actually seeing Deadpool sent by the TVA to arrest Wolverine, something the TVA has never been able to do. But we'll get more into those theories in our follow-up video tomorrow.
Man,
It's
these
kind of a
niggas
bad
be
habit of
too
mine.
good
I'll
at
scroll
this
through these
shit,
Yeah,
tangents
bro.
about, theories when I get really excited, but that bad habit is not nearly as bad as me chewing on my lips when I get nervous or anxious. So I traded that bad habit for a good one by using Fume. They're the sponsor of this video.
Oh, is that a vape?
It's not a vape, it's not electronic, and it doesn't have pods filled with potentially harmful
Alright,
chemicals.
buddy.
Instead, it has these plant-based cores that are infused with natural flavors to create naturally flavored air. I recently started Crisp Mint, and it even freshens my breath.
Oh yeah, you smell great.
Thank you, thank you. You see, Fume uses plants and behavioral science to help you trade out your negative habits for a positive one. Perfect for a New Year's resolution.
fuck? Wait,
if
this
you're
nigga
looking to
smoking
change
on a
your
healthy
life.
pack,
Plus,
bro?
it has adjustable airflow, and it is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for calming your anxiety. They also just launched the Fume Base. It's a sleek magnetic stand to rest your
It's a healthy
feet on
pack.
so you never lose track of it. Trust me, I lose stuff all the time, so that is a very helpful thing to have. Fume makes switching easy and even fun. They have thousands of 5-star reviews from more than 150,000 customers who have used Fume to change their lives and switched when other solutions just didn't work. So head to tryfume.com/screencrush and use the code SCREENCRUSH to save 10% off.
Are you struggling with smoking weed or smoking the shit out of the vape?
Just get you some Fumes.
Smoke the healthy pack. It will help.
Smoke cleaner.
So nigga, you still smoking,
Smoke
nigga.
healthier.
Nah, but this is health. I don't know, nigga.
You sound like niggas that talk about weed is from the earth. Man, shut the fuck up. They still smoking, nigga.
Comes with your choice of
That crisp milk pack.
flavors, and course, and everything you need to finally be free.
Smoke
of
fume
your
today.
bad habit. That's tryfum.com and use code ScreenCrush to save an additional 10% off your order today. Now, back to Deadpool. So we also got a new poster for the film, which is a recreation of this poster for Logan, which was inspired by this poster for Schindler's List. Here in the Void, we finally get the face reveal in this shot of Wolverine looking over Deadpool in their fight in the Void. Remember, the Void was first introduced in Loki as a place at the end of time where variants and things from dead realities go when their universe or timelines are destroyed. It's also here in the Void that we get another look at the 20th Century Fox statue, as well as what looks like the Saber space station that we saw in the Marvels. Special shout out to our editor, Lee Mazzio, for catching that one. Here
Damn!
Says,
That was actually cool. Got the 20th century shit.
confirming our theory that his universe is dying and that this movie will be focusing on his mission to save his universe from annihilation. We also get a reference to this version of Wolverine's universe having also been destroyed. Here we can see Logan walking past these giant pillars that our very own Ryan Airy pointed out are just like the gravestones that we saw in the Days of Future Past comics, tombs of fallen mutants. And you know, it's worth mentioning that twice now we've seen the Fox X-Men universe go to shit and a lot of mutants die, and Wolverine be one of the few remaining survivors. In the Days of Future Past movie, we saw an apocalyptic future that Logan was able to fix, but then just a few years later, he finds himself in yet another apocalyptic future with most mutants being dead yet again. It's almost as if his timeline is written to end with a mass extinction of mutants, and perhaps his many attempts at trying to save mutant kind is what eventually led to the destruction of his universe. Here we can see that Mr. Paradox has been punched in the nose. My guess is by Wolverine. We also hear Paradox say,
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
perhaps confirming the long-rumored plot of Secret Wars having chosen ones from their specific universes, certain beings who are like anchor points for their reality, and without them serving as a hero, their reality will fall. Next we get to see some very violent
That shit
segments
was
from
insane, bro.
This shit was crazy.
When Wolverine tells Deadpool,
Go f yourself.
that reminded me of this scene from X-Men First Class when he said the same to Magneto and Professor X.
Go f yourself.
Deadpool says that he doesn't know anything about saving worlds. This is a reference to not only him trying to save his universe, but also him feeling like he's not a good superhero. We know that in the beginning of Deadpool and Wolverine, we'll learn that Wade has retired from superhero, and now he needs what he views as a real superhero in Wolverine to help him save the day. And it's important to remember that Deadpool in his first two films has always idolized Wolverine, so it's fitting that Wolverine is the hero that Wade has turned to help save his world. Wolverine says,
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
showing us the guilt Logan feels for whatever role he had to play in the destruction of his own universe. And then boom, we get a shot of Wolverine sleeveless. Wolverine's sleeves have been something many fans have pointed out as a difference between his yellow costume from the comics and the animated series and the yellow costume that we are seeing in this movie. In the background here, we
like how
can
his
see
hair is
Liefeld being the co-creator
pointing
of
out, too.
Deadpool, and next to his name it says
That's
Jesse,
crazy.
because Liefeld notoriously couldn't draw feet, which was something they also poked fun at here in Deadpool 2.
Probably a guy who can't draw feet.
And you'll also see here that Wolverine and Deadpool are walking down a one-way street, but in the opposite direction. This could be meant to symbolize
they're going
that
back
they
in
are
time.
going against the predetermined path of the sacred timeline and refusing to fall in line with the future that has been written for them. And yes, I know that in Loki season 2, we saw
see,
the
this is
sacred
the thing
timeline.
about trailers. Trailers always hide small messages, bro.
Yeah, and if you don't pay close
They ain't even
attention,
hiding it, bro. It's in plain sight. You just have to
You just gotta look for it, bro.
and just try to figure it out, bro. And you got niggas like this. Shout out to
God
this
dang.
dude, man. Screen Crush. Shout out Screen Crush. You got niggas like this that break that shit down.
Because we would have, our dumbasses would have never caught this shit.
Line replaced by Loki's multiversal tree. But in the exclusive CinemaCon footage that I was lucky enough to see, we heard Mr. Paradox say that the TVA works to protect the sacred timeline. So this could all be taking place prior to Loki upending the sacred timeline. Here Deadpool says,
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
a bit of a meta reference to how, unlike in the comics or in the animated series where Wolverine was more of a supporting character, Jackman's take on Wolverine really pushed the character into the spotlight as the X-Man. Here we can see Cassandra Nova, the confirmed villain for this film, and sibling of Professor Charles Xavier. In the comics, she once shared a womb with Charles Xavier as his twin sister, but in the womb, Charles recognized her as an evil presence and he killed her, resulting in a miscarriage. She survived in the sewers as a growing mass of cells and eventually crafted her own body.
She's the villain?
Comic, she was actually behind the brutal massacre of the mutants at Genosha, the same massacre that we saw in episode 5 of X-Men 97. As we've theorized many times, I think that the X-Men 97 animated universe could be getting tied in with the mainline MCU, and this could be yet another hint. And speaking of X-Men 97 episode 5, our Remember It shirt is up on our merch store right now. Now, earlier I said that I thought we might get a cameo from an Ant-Man variant in this movie portrayed by Paul Rudd, and now I'm not so sure. I think that I may have found that variant, and it's not the cameo we were expecting, because here we can see Cassandra stepping out of what looks like the skull of Ant-Man in his giant man form. So it's not just the costume, it's the whole skeleton. Here we can see his top row of teeth, and my good friend MT over at Heavy Spoilers pointed out that Cassandra is living within a cerebrum, just like Charles Xavier spent most of his time in Cerebro. Cerebro allows for Charles to enter the minds of mutants and humans from great distances. Cassandra shares that same power as Charles, so it's fitting to see her living inside someone's skull. Here we can see Eliath, the big purple cloud monster that we met in Loki Season 1, a being that is capable of eating the very fabric of reality and also consumes variants and leftover artifacts that are thrown in the void. And here we get an even better look at the giant man corpse that Cassandra has made her home, and oh my god, that is
that's
just so
crazy.
Here we can see Azazel from X-Men First Class and the father of Nightcrawler in the comics, and I think this right here could be the same version of Sabretooth that we met in the first X-Men film. Here we can see Lady Deathstrike from X-Men 2, as well as
I didn't even notice them!
and I think this might be Toad. Here in the distance we can see the
Oh my god!
we saw in the first trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine, and that Golden Gate Bridge is of course from this scene in X-Men The Last Stand when Magneto lifted the bridge. And
that
here
nigga's
we can
strong
see
as shit.
Deadpool with Dogpool, and in the side of Deadpool's head we can see 3 Wolverine claw marks from their fight from earlier in the film. Now normally I'd have Doug tell you all about Dogpool, but he's checking on Ryan in the bathroom. He has been in there a while, so you're stuck with me. In the comics, Dogpool is a variant of Deadpool, similar to how Loki has an alligator variant. So I'm guessing that Dogpool will actually be one of the many Deadpool variants that we meet in the void. Here we can see
that Loki shit was funny as fuck.
Giant Man. And
I haven't seen it yet.
Cassandra showing off what appears to be telekinetic powers as she takes on Wolverine, or she's simply in his mind and controlling him that way. And holy shnikes, we get to see Deadpool and Wolverine jumping into a freaking Mystic Arts portal. Who's casting the portal? Is it Doctor Strange? Is it Wong? Could it be Forge? We saw Forge using Mystic Arts identical to Doctor Strange's in episode 6 of X-Men 97, so hey, maybe it's Forge, we'll just have to see.
Oh, it could be
this
Forge.
great exchange between Wade and Blind Al about Booger Sugar.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes! I can't. And this reference to Do You Want to Build a Snowman is not only another Disney reference, but a reference to this scene in Deadpool 2.
Is it just me, or does Do You Want to Build a Snowman from Frozen sound suspiciously like Papa Can You Hear Me from Yentl?
Well guys, there's our breakdown for this trailer of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, that was
Thank you for
good.
sticking around this long. I know I'm not Ryan,
Damn.
but hey, I'm trying. If you're new here, please do feel free to subscribe. Smash that bell for alerts. For Screen Crush, I'm Colton Ockford.
Damn, that's pretty cool, nigga.
Dogpool.
Damn, that's pretty cool. I didn't even, bro, see.
That nigga got too much breakdown.
We need to start doing this more often, bro.
Like the breakdowns and
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
after the trailer reaction.
Oh,
It's
my
usually the
God.
Marvel things.
Because, bro, we would have never caught that shit. I just know it was like a mystic portal. I call it a Doctor Strange, bro. I don't know why. But I knew that shit was something in correlation to one of them niggas.
Now that Ant-Man shit, so she just living in that shit, bro?
Yeah, she's living in
that
a
nigga
fucking
head, bro.
giant person's body, bro.
Trying to reference she living in the nigga head, bro.
Yeah.
So she can like telekinesis or some
Ooh,
shit.
that is true, yeah. Because it's like,
She can control
nigga, she
mind.
came out of his skull. And that's Professor X's sister, twin sister.
Yeah, it's crazy how she was in a gutter in a sewer and built her whole body.
That's crazy how strong Professor X actually was.
Yeah, kill that motherfucker in the stomach, bro.
Yeah, like that nigga is actually OD strong.
That's crazy. Hey, man. But that's it for this video, man. Let's know y'all, y'all definition of breakdown or whatever how you say.
Yeah, hope this video like open your eyes more, or y'all probably already watched this shit already.
Yeah, did y'all notice all the stuff that you pointed out, or did y'all just watch it the way we did too? So,
and y'all think that's Doctor Strange, or y'all think it's forged, man?
I think it's forged. It would make sense if it's forged.
That was Doctor Strange, bro.
Doctor Strange been popping for a minute.
Or fucking,
it could be,
but it could be forged. Yeah. Hey man, but that's it for this video, man. We hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to
like, share, subscribe if you new. God loves you. God bless you. And Weezy out of here.